Okay, so this video is just going to go over how to solve algebraic inequalities. It's very similar to how to solve algebraic equations. There are a couple rules though that make equations a little different than inequalities. So the first one is 3x minus 5 is greater than 2x plus 6. So you want to have all your variables on one side and all your constants on the other so you can solve for x. So I'm going to start by subtracting 2x from both sides to get x and add 5 from both sides to get 11. Now we only added in this, we didn't divide or multiply, so you're just going to bring down the sign and it's going to be the same. So your answer is going to be x is greater than 11. So your first step is always going to be getting your variables and constants on two different sides. The second one is negative 4x plus 5 is less than 3x plus 2, and for this one you're going to learn a new rule. So you want to get your variables on one side, so you're going to go ahead and subtract 5 on both sides to get negative 3, and then subtract 3x on both sides to get negative 7x. So you have negative 7x is less than negative 3. So now you want to divide negative 7x by negative 7 to get x by itself. But when you're dividing by a negative, you always want to flip your sign. So negative 7 over negative 7 is just going to be x. And then you want to flip your sign, so it's going to be greater than. And then negative 3 divided by negative 7 is just 3 over 7. So yeah, when you're multiplying or dividing by a negative, you always want to flip your sign. So these are compound inequalities, and what you're going to do is just solve for both sides. So here you're gonna add 4 from the middle to cancel it out and add it to both sides. So 12 plus 4 is 16, and then negative 6 plus 4 is just going to be negative 2. So you have both your sides equal to 2x. So you just bring down the signs, and now you're going to divide by 2. You're not going to divide by a negative here, so the sign isn't going to flip. So it would just be negative 1 is less than x is less than 8. So x is greater than negative 1, and x is less than 8. And then our last one is very similar to this one. It's just another compound inequality. So subtract 2 to begin with from both sides. So you get 8 on one side and then negative 10 on the other. Bring the sign down and the variable down. And then here you are dividing by negative 4, so you'd have to flip your sign. So you divide by negative 4 on all sides. So negative 10 divided by negative 4 is going to be a positive 5 over 2. I know that it says negative, but that's a mistake. And negative 4x divided by negative 4 is just clearly going to be x by itself. And then 8 over negative 4 is going to be negative 2. So you want to make sure that you're flipping the signs on every part of the inequality. So here x is less than 5 over 2, but greater than negative 2.